Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report, author Jamaica Kincaid visits campus, a local slam poetry contest winner helps students with a poetry workshop,
and learn how your cell phone can prepare bacon for you in the morning. Welcome to this week's edition of the Met Report. I'm Gebru.
And I'm Megan Connor. The Department of Africana Studies, along with a few other departments, welcomed a well-known novelist to the Auraria campus. Novelist Jamaica Kincaid talked with students about her latest book. The book, See Now Then, is her first in more than a decade. She encourages students to write for themselves instead of for others. She started her career in her teens in 1973 in New York City. She has captivated audiences worldwide with her real-life experiences. Kincaid urges students to be different within their writings. She has received writing awards in the U.S. and Canada during her 41-year career.
I think it's really important to bring diverse literature to a program like this. In the world we live in, it's important to know what literature is coming out of all different regions of the world. It's important for me as a writer and a student.
To find out about more speakers coming to our campus, go to the MSU Denver homepage and scroll down to the event section.
Writers Week is officially over, but not before Auraria students got their chance to showcase their talents with words. Students got to express their love for words at the Flirting with Words poetry workshop. Students shared short stories and poems reflecting the theme Finding Your Truth. The workshop also included a poetry slam contest presented by slam poetry champion Ayinde Russell. Russell is a Denver native known for his vocal talents.
We were all about it. We were all about all the literary possibilities. What are we writing? Short stories? Are we writing poems? What are we doing? We writing hip hop? We were doing all of it, and we created a space where we could all be heard and kind of open mic and workshop with each other.
Russell can be seen performing regularly at the Crossroads Theater.
We've kept you up to date on the men's basketball team all season long. Now it's time for the team to make a return appearance to the national championship game. Our own Kevin Hall explains how you can be a part of the magic that is the NCAA tournament.
Hands it up, and it's K. He's going to go up, slams it home. Nick K.
March is finally here, and with it comes a little madness. And for our own men's basketball team, the madness begins this weekend. For the second straight year, Metro State will host the regional tournament, earning the top seed after winning their conference tournament just last week.
We have so much support around campus. Now everybody wants to come to the games. It's funny, we never used to think of our gym as small, but now I'm feeling like our gym is small.
Teams from all around the region will make their way to the Mile High City, venturing from the heart of Texas or right up the road in Golden. A total of 7 games will be played at the Auraria Event Center starting on Saturday at noon.
There's 4 games, so the first session Saturday there's a noon and 2:30 game, and then the second session is a 6 and 8:30 game. So the games Sunday are 5 and 7:30, and then the championship game is Tuesday at 7.
The Roadrunners will square off against UC Colorado Springs at 6 p.m. on Saturday, so be sure to get there early and pack the house. Students can get into the games for free just as long as they show their student ID. If you're not a student, it is just $12, a great bargain for a great tournament.
You want to get there early for our game Saturday. I think you want to be parked and actually at the gym by 5. It's just going to be packed for our game, which is exciting. So the earlier you can get there, the better. You're going to get in and you're going to get a good seat.
Metro came 1 point away from winning the national championship last year. Their trip for redemption starts here in downtown Denver. Don't miss out. For the Met Report,
Metro State taking care of business.
Kevin Hall.
The open enrollment for the insurance marketplace under the Affordable Care Act ends March 31st. Anyone who misses the deadline may have to pay a penalty. The MSU Denver Student Government will host 2 healthcare town hall meetings to help anyone with questions to the healthcare policy change. They will also address services that the health center at Auraria provides. The town hall meetings take place next Monday and Tuesday, both from 4 to 6 p.m. in Tivoli Room 320.
When facing domestic violence, talking about it may be a good idea. The Phoenix Center of Auraria encourages that idea with their annual clothesline project. Visit the different locations you see on your screen to paint a custom t-shirt. The activity is free and open to the public. The Phoenix Center will collect shirts until the end of the month. They will go on display next month in the Tivoli Commons area.
Things are looking green in more ways than one for Colorado. The state is taking in some serious cash due to the legal sale of marijuana. Colorado has collected more than $3.5 million in tax revenue this January alone. Retail sales are now at a staggering $14 million in medicinal and recreational cannabis sales. Those who oppose the marketing of marijuana never predicted to see impressive numbers such as these. It's unknown if profit sales for the green will continue to grow or decline.
Bacon lovers may now get to experience the sound and aroma of their favorite food from their smartphones. Oscar Mayer is introducing a new wake-up app for smartphone users. The app features the sound of sizzling bacon followed by a soothing voice. Users can even smell the bacon with the help of a device attached to the phone. The device and app are not for sale though. Oscar Mayer is offering the public a chance to win the pair on their website.
If you love writing poetry, MSU Denver poets and writers want you to be published. Sigma Tau Delta is hosting their Spring Poetry Night next Wednesday in Tivoli 442 from 3:30 to 5. Submissions must be 1,000 words or less. Winners of the contest will be published in the Metropolitan and the Metrosphere. The deadline is March 15th. To submit your work, email metrostatesigmataudelta@gmail.com. So, are you a lover of poetry, Megan?
I've been known to drop a few rhymes in my day.
Oh, nice.
I might be a poet and don't know it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, coming up, 2 major grocery chains may end up sharing the same name.
And have officials received new information about the missing Malaysian flight?
And coming up in sports, our men's basketball team have a chance to win their second straight conference championship. Could they pull it off? Come back and find out.
Welcome back to the Met Report. Colorado has a new official state symbol. The Claret Cup cactus was recently inducted into state symbol history. The cactus thrives in both hot and cold conditions, making it perfect for Colorado climate. Girl Scout Troop 2518 from Castle Rock was behind the push to make the cactus a state symbol. The troop attended Governor Hickenlooper's signing last Friday. Before that could happen, the bill had to pass the State House. Representative Carol Murray had a creative way of presenting the bill. She rapped her way into victory.
We got the flower, we got the mineral, and the Rocky Mountain High. But lady, no cactus, it just makes us sigh. The state is semi-arid, which we're loving to note, brings us cactus, the dry air, and the Rocky Mountain goats.
Flowers from the cactus usually bloom in May. Look for it growing throughout Colorado National Monument, especially on metamorphic rock.
Denver Continuum Partners has announced its newest project. It's a 12-story hotel and a 5-story office building that's located in the new Union Station development. The total cost of the project is $98 million. The office building includes an underground parking garage for 200 vehicles. The company is expected to break ground this June and finish the project by November of next year.
Wildfire season is approaching, and the state of Colorado may not be ready for what might come. More than 10 major fires destroyed several properties and structures in 2013. The fires also set record high temperatures, causing dry conditions across the state. Senator Steve King proposed an aerial firefighter fleet with 4 airplanes and a few helicopters. The proposal is estimated to cost around $20 million. King is currently in the process of convincing the governor to pass the proposal. With the wildfire season approaching, King is traveling to Sacramento, California to ask for air fleet support. Currently, California is the only state funding and operating firefighting planes.
2 of the largest grocery store chains will soon be one. Albertsons and Safeway will merge together, creating a network of over 2,400 stores. The merge affects more than 250,000 employees. Albertsons CEO Bob Miller believes that Albertsons and Safeway working together will slash prices for customers. The new combined company will still be smaller than Kroger. Kroger is the largest retailer in the U.S. with 2,600 stores. The merger will be finalized later this year. No store closures are expected.
It happens in an instant, and police refer to them as slippery sliders. These criminals aren't looking for confrontation. They want the goods and a clean getaway. A slippery slider pulls into an unoccupied pump, sneaks up to the victim's vehicle, crouches down, opens the passenger's door, and grabs a purse or whatever valuables are visible. They target women who are distracted pumping gas or paying their tab. It's a crime that takes seconds. Most women don't even realize they're a victim until it is too late. Police across the nation are warning women to be more alert. Lock vehicles at all times and never leave valuables on the front seat.
If you felt like you've spent more time in traffic lately, you may be right. A traffic study by the company INRIX confirms it. The research shows Denver and Colorado Springs may soon hit the naughty list for worst traffic in the nation. Both cities ranked in the top 10 for fastest developed traffic flow. Denver's morning traffic peaks Tuesdays and Fridays, evening traffic peaks Wednesdays and Fridays. The worst commute in the Denver metro area is northbound I-25 from downtown to 84th Avenue.
Over 30,000 years ago, and still alive, scientists in France have recently found an ancient virus in melted Siberian permafrost. The virus, known as Pithovirus sibericum, is the largest of its kind and is not harmful to people. The giant virus only infects single-celled amoebas. Scientists are keeping an eye on the melting permafrost in case a threatening virus is discovered.
Next time you talk to a Denver police officer, smile, because there's a chance you could be on camera. Body cameras will soon be part of the police officer uniform in District 6 as part of a 6-month trial program. The goal is to eventually get all of the Denver districts equipped with these body cams. The devices resemble lipstick capsules or pagers and can be worn on collars, belts, or even glasses. Each device runs from $400 to $800. Law officials say this new measure is to protect civilians and officers during legal court cases. So far, officers are not required to have the cameras on at all times. Any footage captured will not be released to the public.
The search for the missing Malaysia Airlines flight continues. Miles Potter tells us about a new theory on what may have happened 7 days ago, adding more questions than answers.
The White House officials say the search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 may be expanding.
An additional search area may be opened in the Indian Ocean, and we are consulting with international partners about the appropriate assets to deploy.
Earlier, Malaysian officials dismissed a Wall Street Journal report that the plane flew 4 additional hours after its last contact.
Those reports are inaccurate. The last transmission from the aircraft was at 0107, which indicated that everything was normal.
A senior aviation source also said there was no technical data supporting this report. The Wall Street Journal still stands by its story. According to its sources, the information would put the plane and all 239 people aboard somewhere within this region. Another layer of confusion to this already long and unsuccessful 7-day investigation.
You have a lack of data, you're trying to work with everything you have all this information coming in. Malaysia is not a large organization like we have in the U.S. with the FAA and the NTSB.
Meanwhile, the families are still looking for answers.
There's no finality to it and we're not getting any information and whether they know anything and they're not telling us. At this stage, it's just blank waiting and praying.
For the Met Report, I'm Miles Potter.
U.S. officials say new information indicates the plane may have flown for several hours over the Indian Ocean after it last made contact. Investigators base that information on engine data gathered from the airline's data system.
Yanni, do you commute to school?
I sure do. I'm starting to notice that there's a lot of traffic nowadays here in Colorado.
It's getting pretty bad. That was interesting that it's starting to get even worse. Good thing I take the light rail, but even that is getting really busy as well. People don't want to be driving.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start to fly. When we come back, Jesse Salazar scopes out the hottest places to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
And Kevin Hall tells us the results of the RMAC Championship. We'll be right back.
Resource Fair is coming to the Auraria campus from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday, April 29th in the Tivoli Turn Hall. Explore housing options in the Denver metro area and get everything squared away. More than 24 representatives will be on hand to discuss properties and resources. You can find more information at metrostudentmedia.com.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
Where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. I was okay. I was doing a little dancing, these, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Now joining us for EntertainMET is Jesse Salazar. What's happening with Ukraine's human Barbie doll?
Thanks, Megan. Well, you know what they say, beautiful women equals crazy mind. Ukraine isn't just having problems with Russia, protesters, and their government. The real-life Barbie doll lookalike, Valerie Lukanova, is now breaking news for her ridiculous beliefs that she can live without food or water because she's originally from the planet Venus. That's right, she's from another planet and is currently here teaching the world about lucid dreaming and how to leave your body through the third eye. She claims that she looks like a doll because it draws more attention and success. This way, she can further her teachings in spirituality. Can somebody tell her to use her Barbie doll looks to stop the beginning of World War III, like Austin Powers' fembots? You better grab your Kiss Me I'm Irish shirts and your bear goggles because it's St. Patrick's Day. It's right around the corner and we took a tour of the best bars to hit up this weekend. Check it out. St. Patrick's Day weekend is coming up and we went to check out Denver's hottest bars. We started at Fido's.
Basically right now you can go and you can get a ticket for $15 for the Saturday event. It'll be $20 at the door if there are tickets available left because we sell through those. We also have tickets for $10 on Monday's event, or you can buy a joint ticket for 2-day pass, and it'll be for Saturday and Monday, and that's $20.
We traveled to Celtic on 18th Street in Blake.
1998, I came out to Denver on vacation. I was working in Germany at the time, and I had opened multiple Irish pubs throughout Germany. Came out here, fell in love with Denver, fell in love with Colorado, and thought it was time to make a move. So I decided to come out here and see if we could make it work here. From 12 o'clock on, all day, all night, both sides. We have 2 stages. We have bands playing, we have dance schools, Irish dance schools coming in, bagpipers. We obviously have great corned beef and cabbage and fish and chips and all of the specialty shepherd's pies, really from 21 all the way up to 91. Fit into an Irish pub. It's a place to come and have family gatherings and you know, it's a lot more than just a concept. It's a social life.
Last but not least, we headed over to Lodo's to check out Kegs and Eggs.
Kegs and Eggs is a concert that Tullamore Irish Whiskey and Coors Light put on with us to celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend at 7 a.m.
Tell you what, I can't wait for this weekend after visiting those places. Party! But if you're not into loud music and Green Bear, there are other options.
Hey Metro, I'm downtown on the corner of 15th and Larimer, introducing one of Denver's newest hotspots, Roosevelt. Roosevelt Bar and Lounge just opened in January and has since made quite an impression. This bar's got class. Roosevelt specializes in handcrafted quality cocktails, and its old-style charm sets the scene for a truly unique experience.
My name's Kyle West. I'm the bar manager here at Roosevelt. We really saw a need that Lodo had for kind of craft cocktails, good beverages with an approachable attitude, and that's kind of our main mission behind Roosevelt. You know, there's not really too many places celebrating being an American bar, and that's a big thing that we really wanted to celebrate. Is, you know, we're really proud of our country and its accomplishments. One of our biggest jobs as a bartender, especially here at Roosevelt, is, you know, it's our job to educate the guest. And so at any opportunity, we definitely like to take what you normally like to drink, your interest, and build upon that. But if simply your interests are, you know, vodka soda, Red Bull, Fireball, you know, we just want you to be here with a smile on, and we're happy as well.
So if you'd like to stop by, Roosevelt is open 7 days a week from 5 o'clock till 2 a.m. I'm Caitlin Dougherty with the Met Report.
Now it's time for the must-sees of the week.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out. I wanna see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
It's a dangerous world out there. Add cars, guns, and explosions to the mix, and you have one hell of an action movie. Based off a popular video game, Need for Speed is the hottest new thriller flick this spring. Starring Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul, who hops into the driver's seat as a criminal street racer bent on revenge.
Nothing much.
Be careful with whom you chat online with.
Oh, cool.
They may just be crazy enough to try and kill you.
A secret?
The Den is a twisted and chilling tale about a college girl who witnesses a gruesome murder on her webcam and quickly falls into a world of evil serial killers set on making their next victim. Can we say freaky? Freaky.
Going back to that Barbie doll girl, I don't see the resemblance with the whole Barbie thing.
I mean, I do. I see she looks like a doll, but it's so scary. I don't see how people like that, even men.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm anxious to see how Aaron Paul does in a role outside of Breaking Bad. I really want to see that movie and see how he does.
Yeah, and that was a really good video game, so I'm interested to see how the movie goes.
Yeah, it should be great.
After the break, Kevin Hall brings us some great news from the RMAC tournament.
All night long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Inbound, coming up the far sideline. Just to the right wing, stops there, behind the back, now crosses over. Pull-up jumper, it's contested.
1 year ago, Brandon Jefferson made that game-winning shot to win the RMAC championship. With ice in his veins, he took down Fort Lewis. Now this year, they faced up in the semifinals. Would it be just as exciting? UC Colorado Springs awaiting the winner of this one, and Metro looked to be the suitor. Jefferson with the steal and the floater. And then it's going to be Jamal McClurkin. He's going to grab the rebound off the missed shot, drive into the lane for the easy 2 points. But of course, Fort Lewis, they would battle back. Mike Matthews from downtown sinks it. And then Alex Herrera is just going to gently place that ball in. First half to the final seconds, and Jefferson, he's going to shoot from way downtown with the trifecta. Only seconds to spare, 38-32 Metro. Now second half starting with a bang, Nick Kay, he's going to posterize the Defensive Player of the Year. Get out of here, Herrera, this is my house. Skyhawks keeping pace. Nick Tomczyk, 4-3. He had 17 second half points, but it just was not Fort Lewis's night. Jefferson with back-to-back three-pointers. And then, of course, the exclamation mark by Nick Kay. Metro wins 77-73.
Just try to play for the team. Every night it's a different game, and just try to play my game every night. Like, we got a good team. Everyone's contributing. I think we had 9 guys play tonight, so everyone's contributing their role, and I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, moving the ball, finding the open guy.
For the second time in as many weeks, Metro State and UCS took to the court, this time for the RMAC championship. Brandon Jefferson came out ready to play. He's going to grab the steal, streak down the court, hold up, and drain the two-pointer. But where Metro had Jefferson, UCS had Derek White. Due to go up for 33 points on the night, and some of it was pretty easy for him. But Metro would hold on to the halftime lead, 36-33. Second half, much of the same. Derek White, Brandon Jefferson, the 2 top players in the RMAC going head-to-head. BJ would drop in 21 points in all. But maybe the unsung hero of the tournament, Nick Kay. He's going to go with the fake. Goes up. Thing of beauty right there. Metro State wins 77-71. Kay was named tournament MVP, and Mitch McCarron and Jefferson were named to the all-tournament team. That makes 2 straight tournament championships for the Roadrunners.
It was a good physical basketball game. There was plays being made on both sides. You know, their best players stepped up. You know, I thought our guys grinded it, and you know, it was just a game of ebbs and flows, and we had the last run or two in the game, and that's really what it came down to. But hats off to them.
Metro State received the first seed in the region, giving them the right to host the regional tournament. Their opponent, UC Colorado Springs. The last time Metro faced a team 4 times in one season was 2004. They took on Nebraska Kearney 4 times, and Metro won all 4 meetings. And now this season hasn't exactly gone the way the baseball team expected it to. A plethora of snowed-out games and a less than stellar road record. But the team was able to get a win this past weekend down in Alamosa against Adams State. After trading runs for much of the game, Metro State used a 5-run 5th inning to finally pull away from the Grizzlies. Metro had 26 hits, including 5 from Danny Westerberg, who also added in 3 RBIs. On the mound for Metro, Patrick Gogin, who got the win and put in 4 innings of work and only allowing 1 earned run. Runners take this one 17-10. Then they went downhill very quickly. That was the first of a 4-game series against the Grizzlies. Metro would lose the next 3 by a combined score of 27-14. Metro now stands at 3-7 overall, with New Mexico Highlands next in line at home this weekend. But the softball team, they just keep on winning. The team has been completely rejuvenated under new head coach Andy Van Wetsinga. The team defeated New Mexico Highlands 10-2 and squared off against Colorado Christian later that day. Metro scored 9 straight runs on their way to victory with some help from Kelsey Tillery, who hit her first home run of the season after hitting 23 just 2 years ago. On the mound for Metro State was senior stud Aubrey Mall, who worked all 7 innings and allowing only 1 earned run. Now next on schedule for the Roadrunners is a weekend series against both Regis and Western New Mexico. So you guys going to come out to the basketball games this weekend right outside at the Rary Event Center?
I'm so excited. I have ice in my veins like Brandon Jefferson.
Big shot BJs, that's what we call them. Big shot BJ.
Big shot BJ. Well, that does it for us here at the Met Report. For Megan Connor, Jesse Salazar, Kevin Hall, and all of us here at the Met Report, I'm Yonata Gebru. We'll see you next week.